I moved from America to Norway 3 years ago, and here are 5 things about everyday Norwegian life that would send most Americans into a coma, especially those that live in the southern part of America. Number 5, I think, is going to surprise a lot of people. Number 1, the driving practices. The speed limits feel so much lower than the American standard. The highways currently where I live are a little bit slower than normal, but right now the highways here are averaging 40 miles an hour is what you drive. Also, technically, you never have the right of way. You have a right to yield and be safe to others. Also, no drinking and driving ever whatsoever. I know we shouldn't do it in America, but people sure do. And people sometimes won't even drive the next morning after drinking here. It is so strict, and there's such a shared responsibility. Number 2, this one confuses a lot of people, especially those from the South. Norwegians are kind. They are not necessarily nice, whereas Americans are almost always nice, and it's hard to know if somebody's being kind behind the scenes. I'm not going to explain that one further. I'm just going to let you think on it a bit. Number 3, Norway is basically cashless. The number one question I get when friends and family come visit is, how much cash should I pull out? And we're like, they won't know what to do with it. And it's kind of a shock when we visit anywhere else, even in Europe, and we can use cash suddenly again, and we sort of don't know what to do with it anymore. Number 4, they're not religious at all as a society, but you better believe they celebrate every religious holiday on the calendar. Like, Americans are religious, but there's going to be holidays where you don't have to go to work in Norway that nobody's heard of these holidays since like the medieval monks and like the Gregorian calendar. But you best believe, even though they don't care about the religious significance, you are not prying that free holiday away from the Norwegians. So you'll be celebrating every church holiday somehow or another. Number 5, your kids are not your own. Let me say that again. They're not your own. Even as a progressive liberal parent, this one, I had a learning curve with this. In Norway, your kids belong to the future, society, and themselves. So things like taking them out of school just because you want to for a little bit, it's not actually up to you. And a lot of the decisions made about them is not just the sovereign right of the parent the way we think of it in America, because their rights are way more protected as a social good and a resource that should benefit us in the future.